Alright, y'all. What's up? I'm back again with my shitty ass, gritty ass camera, but we gonna rock with it. We gonna call it 90s grit. And yes, I got these glasses on. For some reason, I like wearing them indoors with the natural light. It's weird, but it's something that I'm doing. hmm Am I serving something? I don't fucking know. But right now we doing an Antichrist. I'm watching Antichrist for a reaction, for a review. This is my first time watching it. This film is directed by Lars von Trier. It is a 2009 film, 108 minutes. When nature turns evil, true terror awaits. A grieving couple retreats to their cabin Eden in the woods, hoping to repair their broken hearts and troubled marriage, but nature takes its course. All the noise, I love it. But nature takes its course and things go from bad to worse. I already started playing the movie. Couple scenes in black and white. It looks like it's snowing and they're in the shower and they're fucking. Only thing I heard about this movie was there was a lot of sex. Apparently, torture porn was taken to a literal sense, but overall, this film has gotten a 3.5, and I'm trying to see if I can give it a little bit more. Slow motion sex, okay, I can dig it. I can dig it. So we can tell by the baby monitor there is a baby somewhere, and he's up, he's in the crib, and they're fucking. At least we know the parents love each other. Their feet knocking over bottles of liquids. Their son is now out the crib. And it looks like he's thinking about the window. Baby walks in on parents doing the do, but of course he's a child, so he doesn't know what the fuck is going on. All he knows that he has a bit of freedom, and he definitely will use it. Him being a toddler, that open window with the snow just beautifully falling through. Oh yeah, he's on it. And they're both just in the throes of passion. The baby, for some reason, wants to escape. He's smart enough to have moved the little statues out of the way. He has pushed a chair up to the dresser to climb on the dresser, and as I'm sure we're about to see him climb out of the window into a snowstorm, mind you. I believe this is the second floor, mind you. Mm. Oh, oh, this is interesting. Watching this baby fall, watching the baby's face all twisted up like that as he is falling out of the window, him realizing, oh shit, I just made a mistake. There's no ground up under here. I'm free falling. Free falling. And the parents in there still fucking like crazy. And I think the moment that baby hits the ground, she's gonna orgasm. She's gonna fucking squirt all over the place. And that'll be the best time and also the worst time of her life. Excuse my McCafe cup. He is tumbling out the window. And this is a long fall. This is not no second floor. Ooh, he hit the ground. He hit the ground like a motherfucking snow angel would have. And there goes his little teddy bear. This snow looks like the softest snow ever, but that baby sure did hit the ground like a bag of glass. Like a bag of glass um, mugs. I don't know why I couldn't think of a word. Antichrist, chapter 1, grief. The dad is showing his outer emotion. He is crying. He is barely keeping it together. And the mom is not crying or anything, but the mom has just passed out. She probably was holding it in to the point where it couldn't be held in any longer. And she hit the ground just as hard as her child did. Actually, not as hard because her child had to jump from like the fifth floor.
Just talk about
Hopefully, y'all can hear the rain outside. It sounds absolutely amazing. And the bit of traffic that you can hear. If you need to fall asleep, I allow you to, you know. I allow you to.
I'm so sad. What avenues they took.
That talk with Wayne. I think he gives you too much medication, way too much.
Stop it, please. Trust us to be smarter than you.
He's straight out of medical school. He doesn't know what he's doing. I've treated 10 times as many patients as he has.
But you're not a doctor.
No, I'm not. I'm proud that I'm not when I made a doctor like him.
Oh, it's getting awfully
There's
dark,
nothing
awfully
you can't know
fast.
about you, Ray.
And maybe that's just because I got the glasses on. I hate that I have to use this webcam for right now, and the quality is so fucking terrible.
It was my fault.
What about me?
Let me see if I can turn the light on and make it a little bit better. Give me a second.
He didn't know that he started looking out lately. I was aware that he would sometimes wake up and crawl out of bed and walk about. Just as usual, but he was
Hopefully that gives
from the baby gate.
a little something better to look at.
He woke
Again,
up
my other webcam, I blew on it, and then all of a sudden, it must have had a crack in it because then it started being all scratchy and weird. So Now I have to buy another one. More than likely not a super cheap ass one. So it's all good for right now. Again, just imagine we're in the 90s.
So Wayne says you won't have it. You couldn't leave it, could you? You had to meddle.
This place leads nowhere. On the contrary, grief. It's not a disease, it's a natural, healthy reaction.
Grief is not a disease, it is a natural, healthy reaction.
You're an artist.
You have to
He
deal
says
with
you
it.
should leave your family.
In principle, I agree.
You just
Just like you have to deal with this gritty cam right now.
I love you.
I promise you, just imagine this back in 19,
Subjected to mistakes.
excuse me, 1995 or some shit.
No therapist can do as much about you as I can.
That is not why I have the glasses on. I have the glasses on because I don't know. What I'm trying to do is kind of get used to wearing glasses because I love sunglasses and things like that, but I feel like I don't I don't feel like I can wear them right if that's a thing. So sometimes I buy them, I wear them for a little bit, and then I either break them or just throw them away or lose them or something. But I feel like I really like these. These are fucking badass. Juicy couture glasses. Say juicy. It has a little silver heart. I really fuck with them. And so what I guess I call myself doing is breaking them in, getting used to having them on my face, getting used to actually wearing them. I fucking like them though. Okay, I'm sorry. I just had to get that out. This movie is I was gonna say it's kind of boring me, but it's only been on for a couple minutes, and I feel like it's about to get interesting because she just threw out her medication. That's always something. That's kind of fucked up because now I'm sure they have a very hard time having sex because every time they probably possibly think about it, they're gonna always think about their son climbing out the fucking window and being splat on the sidewalk like a fucking baby watermelon. That's it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Why did it just go? I don't know.
No, I won't change.
Where did it get you about this?
Yes, it will.
You've always been distant. And then I come to
Just a little magic trick for you guys. You know how I do over
very,
here.
very distant.
Okay. Can you give me some examples of this?
Yeah, that's not that difficult to understand. summer, for instance. You were terribly distant. As a father and as a husband. And that was mixed up
Like a million waters around me.
I never interested in it until now. That I'm impatient. Perhaps I'm not supposed to talk about these things.
Yes, ma'am.
You're indifferent to the little child's life. I bet you have a lot of clever therapist replies to that, haven't you?
Well, actually, it was to honor your wish. You wanted peace to rest.
This is more so like a documentary style type of film.
What I understood is that you wanted to rest alone.
Like a third person is watching them two, the couple.
That way you can finish your thesis.
But I didn't.
You didn't.
See? Didn't even know that.
Why did you give up? That's not like you.
The whole project just seemed less important up there. As you said when I talked to you about my subject, glib.
I never called you subject glib.
Perhaps you didn't use that word, but that's what you meant. And all of a sudden, it was there. Or even worse, some kind of lie.
I see.
No, you don't see. You see a lot of things, not that.
So the wife is trying to start up the sex. I just really low key zoned out on the conversation they just had. For some reason, this movie is not capturing me right away like I want it to and expect it to. And that's probably the issue that I'm having right now and staying focused and into the movie is because I'm expecting it to grasp me right in the beginning. And I actually don't know why. But I'm sure it's one of those movies that's going to be a payoff in the end. So I definitely want to stick through it. A lot of nudity, y'all. And I ain't mad at it.
Inhale. Count to 5. Hold it. Hold it. Just follow me. Do it with me. Inhale. Inhale. On the count of 5. Inhale. 2. Stay with me. Stay with me. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold.
She was having a night terror, possibly stuck in a sleep paralysis because I don't believe her eyes opened not once.
Imagine you're blowing on your facial lips. Calmly, quietly.
I hate to say it, but something about this lady looks really, really odd. Like,
I told you there would be a
Now we know our main character. I believe his name is David Dufault or something like that. That's just the name that came off the top of my head. He was the green villain in Spider-Man. He played in a bunch of stuff. He played in American Psycho. He's a very um, house brand type of actor. We know he looks a bit quirky, but this woman looks. She looks a bit off, is all I will say. Hmm. Yes, the person with glasses on in the house is talking. Yeah. Yes, the person with the split ear is talking. This lady looks a bit weird, like she's missing something on her face. Oh, she's horny, horny. She ain't got no panties on, and she's all over this man like she's a fucking tiger. She's like going through some type of sexual thing because she was just like damn near possessed.
Help me.
She wants to have sex bad to the point where it looks like she's going through some type of withdrawal. We see some weird type of frame work of a tree with branches. The background was black. Symbolism.
Make a list of things you're afraid of. Tom, put the situation.
FYI, he is her therapist and they are husband and wife. That's never a good idea to date your patients. Ever.
Just take your time. Okay.
I'm thinking of it. Can't I just be afraid without a definite object?
The mother is definitely going through something, and it possibly could be because she did flush her medicine down the toilet, so she could be probably in withdrawal. I didn't think about that until now, so she could be withdrawing. Oh wow. I don't even know where this movie is going at this point. She's banging her head on the toilet. Blood's on the toilet. The blue porcelain bowl. Oh, this is all because she wants to have sex this bad. So then he just fucks her.
Swapped up.
Now we have a very weird moment at the end. They're like, was that even fucking worth it? Was that even fucking good? I banged my head on the fucking toilet here, and this is all I get? I should have fucked the toilet.
Tell me. What you're afraid of. Maybe it would be easier for you to tell me where you're afraid. Where would you feel most exposed? What would be the worst place? Apartment, the street, the store, the park. Listening to someone.
Pouring one bottle of water into another bottle of water. That is nothing but a big chunk of ice.
Delicious.
It's funny because you were the one that always wanted to go to the woods. What scares you? What frightens you?
Everything.
What do you think is supposed to happen?
I think what's getting me is their dialogue is so low, and it's just like you kind of get tuned out of what they're talking about. Because, like, they're constantly whispering and shit, and no real emotion. It's just like blank, dry. So I'm kind of checking out a little bit.
What do you say we put the garden around Eden at the top of the temple?
Talking about Eden.
Not quite at the top.
No.
She is very much so aggressive. She's like wrestling him seriously to fuck. And she obviously took it too far. Don't you hate when that happens? You get too excited and you do some wild shit. She bit his ass too hard. She fucked up the whole moment, just like this ad is about to.
Your favorite moments shouldn't be trapped here.
So far, how do I feel about this movie? Um, I'm interested to see where it goes because I know it's gonna be some type of weird what the fuck thing. And I'm saying I know that simply because the atmosphere and the mood of the movie is it's not your typical oh it's a monster type thing. This is more so type psychological. It's playing on your senses type of thing. Um how to deal with something very, very traumatic like a child death. And I'm liking the movie, but I say the dialogue, I don't know, the dialogue tunes me out. It can be a bit slow, and simply because it is a psychological. So we tend to know these movies pull at your brain. They want you to think a little bit and actually tune in and listen to them talk and kind of focus in. I feel like I'm trying to focus in on what they say, but one, they're whispering and it's really low, and then after a while it gets boring to listen to. Maybe that's just me at the moment. um but so far I like the movie. I'm interested. I'm not going to give up on it. I'm not going to turn it off because it was either watch this or Terrifier 2, and I might still do that, but I'm not going to end this to watch that. We're back. Hmm. I don't know if that was a zombie kid we just seen flash. It looked like the Grudge to me, like a zombie type of Grudge looking face when they were showing the passage of the trees and stuff as they're on the train. I take it they're off to Eden.
Feels
This lady, I don't know what it is about her. I think she looks like, I want to say she looks like a man, but she looks very, very masculine right here.
all you feel is a pleasant warmth and happiness. Your breath is deep, regular.
Oh, she's being hypnotized right now, huh?
No,
I feel like that would be a constant experiment to have a fucking psychiatrist who also hypnotizes me. That would be a whole fucking experiment consistently. He'd be always trying to do shit.
what you say.
Talking about some tell me what you see.
I'm at the bridge.
At the bridge.
This evening. There's no birds can be heard.
At the bridge in the
It's
darkness,
running without
walking over the lake or the creek all in white,
darkness comes early down here.
dressed all in white.
I walk into it.
They did super slow mo on this. This is like a painting, to be honest.
The little tears. Hard.
Low key looking like a Kanye West movie from My Beautiful Twisted Dark Fantasy.
Breathing. That does
And I probably said that all out of order, but you know what the fuck I mean.
in and around the trees. Almost there. Is the old folks' home.
How do you feel that?
I can't really tell.
She changed clothes.
Passing. And yet, it's like walking through mud. The trunk is thick.
This is just like a fucking painting. It's like an Alice in Wonderland type of thing. / Silent Hill.
It has some strange kind of personality.
It's a thick fog. And she's like
Always remember.
super tall. But then she gets super small. It's like she's in a painting, basically.
Heading for the cabin.
Yes, I am. I'm walking up the path through the tall grass.
Don't go. Don't go. It's the outside yard right up. Don't look around. Don't. Lie down on the green.
You want me to lie down?
Lie down on the grass.
On top of all the
Yes, lie down on the plants.
Lie down on the plants. You want me to lie down? Yes, lie down on the plants.
Are you lying down?
Yes.
yes.
Good. What is everything like about you?
Green. It's all very green.
Good. You know what you do when I ask you?
What do you want me to do?
I want you to melt into the green.
Melt Sound like he talking her into some sleep paralysis, which basically is an astral projection. Oh, isn't this nice? He turned her into Mother Nature while they sitting on the
No
train.
matter what happens, you'll be there. You did it. Let fear come if it likes. Remember, what the mind can conceive and believe it can achieve.
What the mind can conceive, it can achieve. Then I'm about to start hitting it to the beat. Doom, 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 doom. They gotta do a little too much for my taste to get to their destination. They gotta go on a train, take a cab, and hike with a bunch of shit. We don't need to go.
What's wrong?
Ground is burning.
The ground is not burning. Gotta go.
The ground is burning.
I want to lie down. Just for a minute.
Who would? Why did y'all decide to go for this crazy ass hike? Hike to get to the destination of the cabin? Well, I guess this is what y'all plan to do is hike. But I feel like y'all stressed out, and hiking, I don't know, would be just the best option because you're probably super tired, super just out of it. Why would y'all think going hiking? I don't know. Maybe it works. But in their case, I feel like it's not going to, which is one of the points. We see the husband in the woods just wandering around now, and he sees a deer. Oh wow. That deer is in the middle of giving birth. Excuse me, she has a baby halfway out of her vaginal canal, and she's running off now with the baby halfway out of her. The baby might be dead. I think the baby neck is definitely snapped. And this is a slow motion. And what the fuck? That was a sign for him. Exactly. Antichrist, chapter 2, pain, chaos, reigns.
Should we go?
Should.
That rain is just so enjoyable. Okay, so somebody's vision is getting a little blurred. And she ran. But why? Mm. And we have the ad in three, two, now. Ads are getting shorter and shorter. They fuck they are. There shouldn't be ads on YouTube. I get why there have to be ads on these free apps that we are watching these free movies on. I'm okay with that. But YouTube, why the fuck should there be an ad in between this right here, what you watching me up on? To get me paid? Uh, okay, then maybe I do understand. The ads, goddamn it. But we're back. I didn't have to complain too long, see? Are they sleeping on the floor? And who is that coming in?
It's just a stupid ache.
Oh, okay. I'd have been like, what the fuck is that? Let's get out of here. Yeah, what is that? Why would his hands be out the window like that anyway? What is that? He had some weird pebble looking things stuck to his hand. He was panicking, so it had to not be something too great. But yeah, he did just pick them off and lay back down. Hmm.
What are you doing?
I'm just setting up a little exercise. It's like a game. You cheated me yesterday. Running's no good. You have to really feel the grass. I want you to go from this stone, this stone.
I knew it. Just a bunch of experiments he gonna want to do. Now he's setting up rocks and shit in the grass for her to transport to in her brain, I guess.
I can do a lot.
Nigga, my son died. Let me.
Put you on the first stone.
I ain't trying to do no extra shit. You was in that room fucking with me, so you should be doing it on yourself.
Here we go. Put your foot down. I got you. I got you. I'm right here.
I can't do this.
Yes, you can.
Forcing her to do
And you will,
experiments.
just like I will. We're gonna walk together. We're gonna walk together, okay? No? All right, now breathe. Step off the rock. Gotta step on that grass. Step down. Say, what happened? Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Like that. You're doing great. Okay? Keep breathing. 5, 5, and 5. Almost there. Almost there. You're doing great. We're there. We're there. There you go. You did it.
So apparently he was making her sleepwalk. Something's obviously going on in her dreams, and he's trying to figure out what it is. Trying to walk and talk with it. I mean, with her through everything that's going on in her spirit per se. Oh, what was that? That is a dying chicken with ants all over it. That a hawk is just tearing away at. I thought they were fucking at first. I said, yo, y'all fucking it at? I guess she was just crying. They're seeing a couple different forms of death and its process of it in a way that is, I guess, maybe supposed to be helping them heal, but they're looking at it like, what the fuck?
I've been afraid of him before.
Yes, it seems like me.
I just didn't know it was real. I became afraid. And I stopped writing.
What was different last time?
I heard a sound.
Genocide. This lady looks like a corpse a little bit. Like a caveman corpse. She's running through the forest and the woods, hearing a dead baby cry. Why are you running for it? Because it is a it. She finds one baby, but it's not crying. The crying continues, so she has to find the other. The baby could be the chicken. She looks up. They're in the mountains, somewhere deep.
You didn't hear Nick scream.
Apparently not.
Because you experienced something that you could explain rationally. You placed Eden very high on the pyramid chart. Eden was the catalyst that triggered your fear. You jumped to conclusions and timed the emotional depth with the place.
Excuse me.
When you feel threatened, it's natural to react. If the danger were real, your fear would save your life because your adrenaline would be used for fight or flight. But what you're experiencing is panic, nothing more. The scream wasn't real.
She's fighting her husband now.
You shouldn't have come here. You're just so damn arrogant. This may not last. Ever thought of that? Oak trees grow to be hundreds of years old. They only have to produce one single tree every 100 years in order to propagate. He's handed on to you, but it was a big thing for me to realize that when I was up here with me. The acorns fell on the roof and fall.
This is like a movie you would turn on if you're ready to take a nap. If you're ready to cozy into bed.
And I understood that.
It's really like ASMR, like, especially with this rain here and this breeze coming through.
Perhaps hideous.
Mm-hmm.
Now I can hear what I couldn't hear before. The cry of all the things that aren't done.
That's all. Very touching. If it was a children's book. It was him.
All their pillow talk and stuff is just leaving me a bit drowsy, a little bit on the sleepy side. And that's okay.
Satan's church.
Satan, Jesus.
Nature is Satan's church.
They instantly start talking about Satan after they were talking about a tree. And now we have an ad. Woo-wee. I'm low-key ready for this movie to be over with. It definitely is gonna be one of those movies that everything happens in the end, in the end. And I don't necessarily love those movies unless the dialogue and things are a little more interactive with the audience. But I just feel like it's just a lot of boring chit chat just to get through the movie. Um, I'm kind of ready to watch something else that's going to give me a lot more spice. It's going to kick it up and give me a little something to at least react to. You got me? Um, yeah, because so far with the elements that I have going on around me, this window being open and all the breezes and smells and sounds coming through, and then this movie being very tiptoe, quiet, quiet, hush, hush. We're gonna whisper random parts where they're wrestling and other shit. A lot of slow motion, very cool shots, I must admit, but it's just like a sleepy time movie. Yeah, but we're back.
When I young, house is run.
Satan. I'm still kind of confused where they got Satan from. How, they were talking about a tree and then Satan just popped up and they're writing it on this paper.
It was always out and about. Might have made more of an effort to do that for me.
I hope this movie isn't too much longer because it's just like super stretched out. And I get why under movies to watch or movies similar because you watched this movie, Antichrist. I see why men is up under that because all this slow motion stuff with this nature and everything is very much so given men, but only with men. There was a lot more action going on. There was a lot more movement, a lot more other than a bunch of like just scenes of random either talk or minor interactions. I don't know.
I love you, darling.
I think it's literally because all they're doing is whispering the whole time. It's just um, throwing me off a bit.
I've just been having a lot of crazy dreams.
Dreams are of no interest in modern psychology. Freud is dead, isn't he?
Yeah. What are you doing?
Look, I'm well again.
It would appear that the wife has gotten some energy back, some pep in her step. She's feeling a whole lot brighter. She's running around like a kid and she's smiling and she says, I'm better and I'm fine. Her actions appear a lot
You
brighter.
can't just be happy for me, can you?
I mean, we don't know how long it's been, so apparently this trip was specifically for her to cope with what happened. But he's always going to be watching over her because, again, he is her therapist that also hypnotizes her amongst whatever else they got going on. So she's always a case of study to him, and probably more so um, than just a partner. And now we're seeing something a bit weird. Like earlier, I said we have a third party, it seems like, or like this is a documentary type style where someone is recording them and watching them. And now we see that our main character, which is our husband, he is having some type of interaction where he notices that there is a third party watching. So this turns things on its head, and I like this. He possibly notices something or someone watching him. Mm. He finds a fox. I guess he thought that fox was dead, so it'd be great to touch it. Oh, the fox is chewing at its own insides. As the beep beep goes, I like that. Antichrist, chapter 3, despair, Sinnicide. Okay, so that last scene, I like that last scene simply because it made the fox speak in this weird type of Skinner Marink in this house type of voice. It did that for the fox and it just made me 10 times more interested in exactly what I'm watching. It just tuned me back in. It just gave me a shot of, all right, bitch, watch this. I like the dim. He found some things, some ancient things. Finds a book on genocide, or that's named genocide. So right now we're getting a little sense of the finding the Necronomicon. Hopefully I said that right. As if we were in Evil Dead, like they were back in the basement and they found the book of skin. Excuse me, he just found something, but instead his findings is called genocide with handwritten notes. Looks like a child wrote that. And as he's getting deeper into the book, it just becomes big old, just half-ass written words. Trees are now breaking around him.
I'd like to do one more exercise. It's like role play. My rule is all the thoughts that provoke your fear. Yours is rational thinking. I'm nature. All the things that you call nature.
Okay, Mr. Nature. What do you want?
To hurt you as much as I can.
How?
How do you think?
By frightening me?
By killing you.
Nature can't harm me. You just took all the greenery outside.
No, I'm more than that.
I don't understand.
I'm outside, but also within the nature of all human beings.
That kind of nature. That kind of nature that causes people to do evil things against one another.
That's exactly who I am.
That kind of nature interested me a lot when I was up here. That kind of nature was the subject of my thesis. But you shouldn't underestimate me.
What did you do?
I discovered something else in my material than I expected.
Ad starts now.
More shopping? You should watch your spending, honey. I'm saving with Liberty Mutual loans. They customize your car insurance to your needs. Check it out. You could save $700 just by switching. I'll look into that. I don't know if I really will. Save
Mm.
Sometimes
Right, that's enough. This movie is making me sleepy, sleepy.
Now she has LifeLine, the first unlimited plan where she chooses exactly what she wants and only pays for what she needs. She picks her perks and saves on every month. All with an incredible new iPhone. Act now and get iPhone 14 Pro Max on us when you switch. It's your Verizon.
Oh, what video game is that? Ah, anybody who's into GTA, have y'all been watching the leaks that they've been having out for the maps and the different things that you'll be able to utilize and access on GTA 6? Now, I'm not necessarily into games, but this one is making me kind of want to get into it. I'm wondering when it's going to come out, though.
you can't go for gold without going broke. Get the brands you want, the prices you want, whenever you want. Where you can always afford.
I need this movie to have more of animals talking in weird voices because I am not energized for their whole whispering dialogue of randomness, which I'm pretty sure it has something to do with something, but it's just not catching me.
If human nature is equal,
Maybe I need to have headphones on or something.
the nature
Of the women,
The nature of the women,
female nature.
female
nature of all
nature.
the sisters. Women do not control their own bodies. Nature does. I have it in writing in my books.
The literature they used in your search was about evil things committed against women, but you read it as proof of the evil of women. You were supposed to be critical of those things. That was your thesis. Instead, you're embracing it. Do you know what you're saying?
So she's embracing the evil of women.
I don't know why I said
I can't work on that now.
it. Hit me.
What?
Oh,
Hit me so it hurts.
she's definitely embracing her aggressive nature.
No.
She's fucking him. She's on top, and she's talking about hit me, and she's crying. Whew. This would be like, yeah, we might need to utilize some really good sex toys or something. Like, you need to get a penis dildo, and I have to get me a flashlight because us two connecting probably shouldn't happen anymore.
Maybe I don't fuck you.
She wants to fight and fuck. She runs out the cabin naked. Oh, okay. And she is furiously masturbating, butt ass naked, the root of this tree, and she's like into it, crazy into it. He comes up, she's like possessed. He slaps her again, yeah, slaps her again. She needs, she needs a lot to get her off, to get past her trauma with her son dying. She needs very much so distracted. She needs a new type of pain. Exactly. The tree looks like has bodies all over it now. It looks pretty cool. And yes, they're still going at it, thrust for thrust, baby.
I'm not going to continue this if you don't listen to me. Good and evil have nothing to do with therapy. You know how many innocent women were killed in the 16th century alone just for being women? I'm sure you do. Many. Not because they were evil.
I know. It's just sometimes I forget.
The evil you talk about is an obsession. Obsessions never materialize. It's a scientific fact. Anxieties can't trick you into doing things you would do otherwise. It's like hypnotism. You can't be hypnotized into doing something you wouldn't normally do, something against your nature. You understand me? You think so? Well, you don't have to understand me. Just trust me.
We're also back in third party territory, which means we are seeing these other angles as if someone else is spying in and watching this married couple.
Beetlejuice. They perform rules.
I didn't want to tell you because you weren't feeling well.
Well, what did they find?
Nothing that would have any bearing on the case. You only have no malady, and the victim is a slight deformity of the bones in his feet of an earlier date. We do not attach any significance to this. You're ready to put Nick's shoes on wrong in this picture.
Well, no way. Never mind that day. I wish.
She apparently has been putting the shoes on the baby's feet wrong for a very long time to the point the baby has, like, his foot is basically cocked from being done for so fucking long. Um, the autopsy proved that point with uh, photos of his bones of his feet. It was cocked the other way. And so now in every picture he's looking at, all his shoes have been put on the wrong way. The left shoe has been put on the left foot. I mean, the left shoe's been put on the right, and the right has been put on the left. We see flashbacks of the baby crying because his feet is hurting, and the mother is putting the shoes on like, fuck you, little boy. Your feet about to be hurt for life because I'm going to always put these Tim heavy ass boots on your feet, and I'm going to always switch them up on you. The mom was trying to tell you she was getting into her evil feminine light, and now we see she's there. She busts through and she fighting them. She come in fighting, talking about you leaving me. Now she wanna fuck. She's pulling his clothes off. They're having sex again. Mm. Oh wow. She just smacked his dick with a block of wood. And he out. And she just laid there next to him. I guess this is getting her off in some way. And she's looking at it like it's still hard. She's jacking it off. Blood's coming up. Squirted on her nice white and light blue blouse. Gross. Yeah. Feels like me right now on my menstrual cycle. Was it FYI or T? It's TMI. TMI, there you go. And she's just wandering around somewhere. I guess she's in the backyard or something. Doesn't have any panties on, no pants. What is she doing to him? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so she has officially lost it. She drilled a hole in his leg as he is still out. I don't know what her thought process is. Maybe she wants to bolt him to the ground so she can forever fuck him when she needs to. After she so claimed that she was alright, we definitely knew that she wasn't. I don't even know what the fuck they were really talking about. Uh-oh. He's waking up to all that fucking pain. That has to be crazy. Oh. Oh, Lord. She put a weight on his leg. Oh. She put a weight on his leg. Mm. Mm. So now we're digging into women killers. Gosh, he gotta drag around that huge weight that's bolted to his leg. Mm. I guess the wife decided she needed to conduct her own experiments on him. I feel like she's just gonna come back and gonna fuck him to death or something like that.
You bastard!
I'm still kind of confused as to why she's mad at him.
Where are you?
He does lay low for a hot one. Tell me why she's not understanding of him. Why is she mad? I don't know what's going on here. He gonna get sucked into the tree. Uh-oh.
Where are you? How dare you leave me?
That's the issue. She was worried that he was gonna leave her. So that was one way to make him stay.
You said you wanted to help me.
That's why you should not date your patients. That's why. Yeah.
Where are you?
What creepy shit is going on in the tree trunk that you're about to live in for a couple days? So there's a dead bird and like a necklace or something that was buried in this tree trunk. Not a dead bird.
You bastard!
He's bashing the bird now because the bird is basically squawking the attention to their location. So he's like, yeah. Put the fire out, fool. I don't know why, but this part is kind of funny. Damn, he's been found.
Get out!
Damn.
Bastard! Get out! Bastard! Get out!
God damn you, bird. So now she's trying to get this man out of the root. She done fucked around and accidentally closed the hole of the root with a big boulder. Now she is wild enough and crazy enough and determined enough, mind you, to dig her way through to get to him. And she did. This movie, Antichrist, Chapter 4, The Three Beggars. So apparently she killed him now. I guess she dug so much that all the dirt just fell on top of him. It's clearly nighttime, and now she's all of a sudden sorry, and now she's digging him out. Oh, he's still alive. Okay. This wasn't a very reactionary movie. I think the best y'all got out of me was when the fox said what he said. I wish the whole movie was that.
I can't find the wrench. Did you want to kill me? Oh, yeah. Three beggars on the ticket.
I'm low-key so ready to jump ship on this movie because it's just not doing it for me. And I've been awfully patient.
I say,
How long left we got in this motherfucking movie? Lord, we got 18 more minutes left, y'all. This last couple 18 more minutes better be filled with some good shit here now.
Frozen legs, frozen thighs.
They literally whispered this whole entire movie and expected me to stay the fuck awake. Might as well play with some smoke. Entertain yourself and me. Listen, thank you. So she pulls him up into the house on the floor. She lays down with a pair of scissors next to her. Then she lays down next to her husband. She puts his hand on and in her vagina, and she wants him to play with it, rub it, fuck it, all that good shit. So she can now be reminded of when her son fell out the window. She's seeing that vision. Now she's playing with herself, crying. And I'm sure he's probably halfway dead. Oh, she's seen the baby the whole time. She's seen the baby the whole time. In the first couple of scenes, both of their eyes were closed while the baby was climbing up and falling. But we have just come to realize but we have just come to realize the mother seen the baby all along pretty much climb up to his death, and she just kept fucking, but she kept watching. And so she had two clitorises. Did I see that correctly? She had two clits, and she cut both them bitches off with big ass garden scissors. I don't know what's going
When I was
on.
diagnosed with HIV, I didn't know who I would be. But here I am.
And here we go with these ads. I don't know what the fuck that was. We can talk about that. Even the deer was looked up and said, "What the fuck?" She cut both her clitorises off, and I guess there was two. I'm pretty sure I fucking seen two. I guess she's punishing herself for doing that. I don't know why you have to bring the husband into it by putting this big ass weight on his leg, and he can't do anything. He's not able to help you, and you still horny. I think that's exactly what this is. She watched her son die, and she's still horny. She's trying to, I guess, correct herself because she doesn't want to correlate sex and her child dying. And it's intertwining to where she's horny, but she's having these negative ass thoughts about her child dying. So she's trying to cut that shit out and off by not being horny at all. So she cuts the part that she once rubbed and touched on so much like a fucking nymphomaniac. She cuts her clits off. Does it work? I bet it doesn't. I bet it doesn't. So I'm thinking apparently when she hit her husband's penis with a big ass block of wood, she was trying to see, okay, so if I hit him and kind of take his shit up out of it, will I be okay? And come to find out, yeah, she hit it with a big ass block, but a couple seconds later, he was still hard. So maybe she's trying to correct him as well, and she doesn't want his ass to leave. It's always those movies that keep you waiting for a long time to actually give you something, and then when they do finally give you something, it's like, okay, and what was that for? Anyway, we're back. Hopefully, we'll get a little more clarity on why. Hmm. Now we're looking at some type of astrological map, and we're seeing the different animals we've been seeing throughout the movie, like the crows, the fox, the deers, and things, all in stages of death, all representing despair, grief, etc. As they're out in Eden. So could this be Eve? They always said Eve fucked it up, and possibly she did because she watched her own son die as she still gave in to her desire. We see the same deer that we saw earlier with the baby hanging out of his vagina or whatever you call I said a vagir, whatever you call a deer's vag. We see all the animals. We see the fox just trot in with a bell around his neck. We hear the bird. And it's crazy because all the animals are going to sit over next to the wife, which is laying there. I guess she passed out from cutting her pieces off. But all the animals are starting to sit over next to her specifically. She's up again and she's quick. She stabbed him with the scissors. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with homegirl. I do know what's going on with her. She's a fucking mental patient that you shouldn't be trying to date and save. He basically had a child with a mental patient who she tricked into believing that she was okay, and obviously she definitely wasn't because she watched her child die, knowing that that's exactly what was about to happen, what was going on, and she kept on having sex and just. Somehow he took it out of his leg. He took the weight out of his leg. He's choking his weird looking wife up against this wall, and he's watching her veins as they're. Oh, he's watching exactly where to choke, exactly where to press. This woman looks like a caveman, specifically a caveman. And he's choking her to death, guys. Yeah. Hmm. And this is his way of getting rid of the body, which we did see some type of portraits or whatever that was inside the cabin on the wall. We seen the portraits of them burning women specifically, and so that's exactly what he did to his wife. He put her up under that the same tree that they were fucking in earlier in the movie. He put her in that tree or up under that tree, I would say, and he burned her. Now we are seeing this picture of the grounds that they're staying on, and there's hella pale bodies all around these trees, just piled up. Antichrist epilogue. He's seeing all the animals now outside. They're all looking at him. He's looking at them. This is his time to what? He's finally getting out of where he's at. What did he stumble upon? What are they leading him to? Those people? Who are those guys? Is that a bunch of women? A bunch of women, possibly all the women that were burned there. Hmm. All the witches, the Eves. So I'm not sure if those ladies were just passing him or if they were going to him. This movie was apparently about Satan, and now we have our ending credits, which we see again Antichrist. And Christ also has, I believe, that is the symbol of the woman. So, what are they saying? Women is Satan. Um, yeah, it was an alright movie. It was necessary. It wasn't a movie that you can like, I don't know, rely on too much action. It's not a jump scare type movie. It's more so a pretty film. It's more so a film that looks good, that sounds really good. Um, can be a think piece. Can be something you turn off all the lights, open the windows to and chill and listen to. It's one of those type movies. Don't expect to get scared or anything like that. Um, it has its random bits and pieces. Would I recommend it? Yeah, I would recommend it. If you like men and the beauty of nature and just weird things that's going on, and you don't mind it being a slow burn, this is definitely for you. If you like something a lot more fast paced, if you're somebody who's into horror that is more like Hostel or Final Destination or Terrifier per se. You probably wouldn't like this so much simply because it's kind of long winded. It's a lot of talk, but at the same time they're whispering. But you get a lot of beauty in the shots, in the slow motion, in the still pictures, and things that are very random, like the deer having a half-ass baby hanging out the whole time, just chilling with its neck snapped. You know, um, it's an interesting film. So what would I give it? Mm, I would give it a. I want to give it something like a 2.5, but I feel like it deserves at least a 3. So I will give Antichrist from 2009 a 3 out of 5 stars, and I also would recommend it. And go see it, and you'll possibly want to take a nap afterwards, maybe during, but I say give it the last 30 minutes and it's a lot more interesting to watch. At least, hopefully, you'll get to see the fox say its little couple words, and that really woke me up. So maybe you'll find that interesting. I don't know. Um, Try to sit through the whole thing, relax with it. Maybe you'll like it. It's a movie you definitely can talk about if you wanted to. It wanted to have a say in, I guess, women, and women can be the root of all evil because women had so much decision, and you can see that apple, and they decided to go along with desire and how they feel more than what they knew was right. So just think about that. All right, y'all. I see y'all later. I hope y'all enjoyed this. It wasn't much to react to, but I did anyway. And again, I'm wearing the glasses because I fucking feel like it. Later, y'all.